Do not go in there. Woo!
What's your name, scumbag?
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Go!
Then check for money order to the address on your screen.
Houston, we have a problem.
There is a message for you.
I can't take it anymore!
So let's talk about life for a moment. I'm on my way to pick up my daughter. She had a fight with her boyfriend. Well, it's actually been ongoing disagreement. It's about, how do you respect each other? And she's 20, and it's just difficult. That's all there is to it. Just difficult to be in a relationship, and it seems, I remember when I was 20, that was a few years ago, but the intensity of a relationship just seems like every problem is so critical, like it's going to solve world peace or something. Sometimes it's just about the cheese grater, and that's it. But this has been an ongoing problem, and she'd probably kill me if she knew I was talking about it. But the question is, he's a nice guy. I love my daughter dearly, and you just don't know. It's just a situation of incompatibility or too much life. And then on top of that, you can add something like financial problems and worries and concerns, and that just increases the stress level, borderline 11. Just turns it way up. Oh, thank you. And, all those things combined, I've seen people just bust out of good relationships just because the pressure got too much. It's not because they didn't love each other, it's just because they just couldn't stand the moment, and they just had to break free. So, thank you. So, the goal here is just give her and him just a breather apart and let them reevaluate things. They're not married, so just think about the status of things and decide if this is the path that they want to follow. If not, that's cool too. Just they just got to decide what it is that brings them happiness. Because life's just too damn short. Those of us who are older than 20 realize that there is a limit to the number of days that you have, and there is some real benefit into evaluating what does and doesn't bring you happiness. And that doesn't mean that you get bored for some reason and you just split. No, it doesn't mean that at all. That means that if for some reason you find yourself in a situation where it's just not working for you, you've tried and tried again, and it's just not working for you, that sometimes that just means that it's not going to work. It's not anything more complex than that. So how are you feeling?
Well.
Good. So how are you feeling?
I have a sprained ankle, a damaged relationship, and my head hurts when I have my period, so I'm bleeding from the vagina.
Ouch. TMI.
So, alright.
But you're not on fire.
But I'm not on fire. No, although sometimes it does get a little cold in the apartment. I would like some
fire, some spontaneous
maybe
combustion.
just my big toe. I could deal with that. But
so how would you rate today?
Oh, let's see. Granted, it's only 12 o'clock. I'd rate it a big -7. Yeah, as you can see, I'm a little bloodshot there.
Here, let me zoom in there.
Oh, thanks. Please do.
There we go.
One thing I've noticed with moving over here to England, Liverpool, is that the people, their emotions are all kept inside, and us roads were like, bow, 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 with ours, and it's just beating them to death.
Do we wear our emotions on our sleeve?
We do. I wear mine on my ankle nipple brace.
Why do we do that?
I don't know, because we're awesome. We've got nothing to hide.
Does it make life better that way?
No, but like from a psychological standpoint, they'll tell you, yes, it does. But then it just makes me feel like crap, so. See, maybe that's what they do. Maybe they say, put all your emotions on the outside. It'll make you feel better. So that's what we do, and then we feel like crap, and we go back to the psychologist, and they're like, ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. It's brilliant. They think, like, when you hear the advice, you're like, you know what, that actually sounds like really good advice.
All right, so what's your best relationship advice for today?
I'd say compromise, but I'm not very good at compromising. I can't really give advice that I do myself because I suck at relationships and I like to sabotage them. So I would say don't sabotage, but then again I can't say that because I, need to practice what I preach.
Okay, so you give people debt advice.
Yes, I do.
So how do people cope living through financial problems and dealing with relationship issues on top of it?
God, this sucks. Before we moved in together, I was like, you know what, we can handle this. We got this. I have my budget. Oh, it'll be great. And now it's just like the little things, like, hair dye that like puts us in the red, or like, that extra banana. And it's just so stressful because all we think about is money. We can't do anything without money. You really can't. So if you want to go out to the pub and have a drink, you need money. If you want to go for a walk, that's free, yeah. But if you see like somebody on the side of the street selling donuts, there's money. And I like donuts, so a lot.
So how do you separate a fight about money versus a fight about a relationship issue?
Well, I think the stress of money initiates the fight. And I'd say talk it out, but, we just scream it out. And eventually through the tears it actually comes out. I think what my good friend Meg tells me to do is to write down something, like write down, he makes me feel like crap, and then write down, I am enough, and then write down another negative feeling, and then I am enough, and positive feelings. And then towards the end of that, you're supposed to get to the real issue and not be like, he bought football tickets, but I have enough. And I'll be like, oh, that's 67 pounds. That's where we started our fight. But in reality, I bought the football tickets.
So is it true that that Mary hasn't shaved her legs in 2 years?
That is very true. It's very, very true. She came over the other day, and I swear to God, she was like a woolly mammoth. And I said to her, so I said, you're not shaving. Danny went, and over the summer she stopped shaving her pits. And I said, that'll make you smelly. So she started shaving them again, thank God. She said she even bleached them. She was doing her hair and she bleached her pits white. Pit hair. That's not
So
bad.
what would you rather have? A financial disagreement or hairy legs?
Oh God, do you know how many times I get the hairy leg disagreement? Just because I like to shave maybe like once every 3 weeks. Well, the hairy legs disagreement usually turns into like, you don't love me for me just because I have hairy legs. And the money disagreement, you can't really take care of that because money doesn't fall out of thin air.
Yeah, but hairy legs do.
Well, hair falls out of your head sometimes.
It does fall out of my head.
Especially on yours.
Yeah.
But
Thank you for the advice.
You're welcome. I don't think there's much advice in there, but at least you got a little insight on my day.
Bye.
Bye.